Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your January 2021 video. Happy New Year to you. On the 7th of January, we have Mars moving into your house of relationships, joining Uranus, so gaining new perspectives and thinking outside the box when it comes to relating to others, both personal and business. How do you want to communicate? What do you want to establish in your relationships? How do you want to establish yourself? When it comes to your relationships, it's all about taking action. Mars is that planet of action. Taking action when it comes to communication, in your relationships, both personal and business. Even a time where you might want to start a new relationship. Maybe you want to start something new. That's that energy in the house of relationships. Then on the 9th, we have Mercury in your 4th house. Now here you're going to be thinking about your home, wanting to move home, shift things within your home, having to look at family issues, maybe some changes when it comes to the family, all of that kind of energy, and also wanting to have conversations. Mercury is that communication energy and thinking and information. So we communicate to get information so we can think about it. And that's all happening in your 4th house of home. And home is where the heart is. So family, people that you consider family, as in family, and soul family, people you hold within your heart. That's what you will be doing. Also on the 9th, we have Venus in the 3rd house. So Venus in the 3rd, Venus is about love and beauty in the 3rd house of networking, communication, and ideas and information. What is it that piques your interest? Maybe you speak to someone, they share something with you, and that piques your interest, and that becomes a new passion. That's that Venus energy. Also having a beautiful way to speak to other people, communicate and get your words across nicely. Then on the 13th, with that new moon, new beginnings when it comes to relating, because the 3rd house, communication, networking, ideas, information, writing. Maybe you want to write something. Maybe you want to publish something. Maybe you want to start a new project. And you have to communicate and network with other people because it's your passion, because that's that Venus energy. Venus is about beauty, love, what we're passionate about. And the 3rd house is about networking, joining up with others, but in a small way in order to communicate, not a grand scale kind of way, but people that you know you speak to, your neighbors, the people closest to you, the people that are around you, where you can just easily gain access to share that information. Then on the 20th, we have that sun in the 4th house, shining light on your home. Maybe you want to make changes within your home. Again, it's about moving, bringing in something new to your home, opportunities when it comes to your home life, and making changes within the home. And then also when it comes to family, bringing in some insight, shining light on family matters and people that basically are either family or feel like soul family to you, are within your heart. That's the important thing about the 4th house. It's where we deeply feel, and the sun is shining light there, and how you feel about those people that are close to you. What is it that they make you feel? How do you feel around them? How do you feel about your environment, your emotional environment and your physical environment? On the 20th, we have a full moon happening in your 10th house of career and the world. So making changes of how you put yourself out there in the world. The full moon shines light on that, gives you great insight, intuition, and wanting to make changes when it comes to your career. Really looking at your career and thinking, what can I do that brings value to the world? Do I bring value at this current job that I'm at? Maybe I want to start a new business. Maybe I want to start a new project. Maybe I want to do something different. Maybe I want to reinvent myself. Maybe I feel that this project that I have will offer something great to other people, taking it out into the world. That is that 10th house energy. And if you're not working, if you're retired or you're at home, the 10th house is about sharing still with other people, showing them something about yourself, bringing something about yourself to the table. That can be kindness, love, information, helping someone with something that leads them in a new direction or a new path, making those changes where you create an impact. That's what it is. When we do things, we might think they're small, but you never know the impact that you can have on other people by a kind word or a gesture. And it's so important to use our words that we can do that for people. And you, Scorpio, have great insights. There are great insights within you. You're a very intuitive sign. There's information, the way that you think. There's a lot of things within your mind. And when you share that in a way in which you communicate it, because you don't like to communicate that often, Scorpios tend to keep a lot of things to themselves. But when you share it, you never know the impact that you can have on another individual, which creates a chain reaction, because the impact that you can have on one person, they can then change another person, and therefore it continues on. On the 30th, we have Mercury going into retrograde till the 21st of April. So just so you're aware, on the 28th is that full moon that's going to be happening in your 10th house. The 28th, that full moon. So, you know, make those changes. Don't let things slide by. Do what you need to do. You know, this is a time for you to actually take action. Release those feelings of like, I can't do this. Maybe I don't have self-belief or the support. It'll come. Have faith in yourself. And then on the 30th, Mercury goes into retrograde till the 21st of April. And this will also be in your 4th house. So again, 4th house, family matters, people that feel like family, people of the past coming into your life again, and having for you to look at things, learn, heal, look at lessons, and transform so that you can move forward. During Mercury retrograde, back up all your information, because technology can become faulty. And also be gentle with yourself, as we tend to slow down. Things tend to slow down during Mercury retrograde. Great time to tie things up and complete things that you're working on before Mercury goes into retrograde, but not a good time to start anything new, as our mind also seems a bit more confused during Mercury retrograde. Things slow down then during that time. Even mentally, we feel slow. And that's why slow as in like, you know, our thoughts are not just flowing as fast as possible, and we don't have all the answers, and it seems a bit like, I'm not too sure. We seem a bit more unsure during that time because everything is slow. Even mentally, our energy and our focus is a bit slower. And the most important thing to do is not to try and rush, not to try and push for it, except embrace the energy of the time. And when you do that, things become a lot more easier because you understand it. When you understand that's what it's doing, okay, now's not the time to communicate. People are not going to understand me well. Everybody's mind is a fog. That's the energy of Mercury retrograde until the 21st of February, starting on 30th of January. Thank you so much for watching, and wishing you a very happy new year.